I'm here. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. I was talking to my daughter, y'all. Hold on. I was talking to my kid. My kid. She's got to go to the emergency room. She was talking to me about what's going on. Who's texting me? Y'all, I was about to look for some music and see what I can play because I'm in a music mood. My hair is always doing something nuts. Hi, nephew. Hey, Mr. Udy. Nothing. She has a little fever, maybe a UTI. Hey, April. Um, but yeah, that's what's going on with her. So we'll see. So before people come in and start asking me, what am I doing today? Hey, Lady V. We're gonna use this. We're gonna try. See, you can't even see it. It's so blown out. I'm gonna try and use this today. Like this color is really calling me. And so is this very light. It's a lavender purpley situation. Like, can you barely? It's very. Let's see. It's like a pinky. Um, we'll see. We will see. How's everybody's morning going? I have to put on a face today so I can not only so I can be cute, but I have to go to the bank on my lunch break, and so that's a thing that's happening. I need to sign some paperwork, and so listen, I haven't had one since I was pregnant, but my memory is not slacking. So yeah, she's going to the emergency room now. Am I gonna? Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do a sploosh of this, the watermelon primer from Ciate. And I think I'll do some of Dr. Brand today. The Illuminizer. Pour No More Illuminizer Base. Morning, Jessica. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk about my hashtags this morning. Because I just be having questions. Because I know how I identify in. Did I ever go to the post office? No, but thank you for saying that because I'll do it while I'm out today. Appreciate you. Because the box is sitting right there. I'll take it in with me when I go out. I would just like to say this tropical berry Sprite from McDonald's is blessing my spirit this morning. Well, good. So I have, I know I self-identify as having a submissive nature when it comes to BDSM. I'm not a bratty sub. I'm not a baby. Well, I don't know what they call that particular thing where I'm not a little. I think it's what it's called. Hey, little baby. Oh, I should have a black card. Okay, well, I will figure that out, Mr. Edie. I will have to figure that out. And the only light is the light from the computer and from the sun. Okay. I've had tropical berry. I've had cranberry, but didn't know about tropical. That's not it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I said, oh, that's an option. Let me try that. All I see is little feet walking past my window. Um, Okay, this did well for me yesterday. We'll go back to this. Um, so I'm gonna give my primer a chance to sink in, and I'm gonna eat a cookie. You know what? It's not something. It's not something that I advertise. If you know, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. Watermelon sugar. I know that I identify as a sub. I don't have a. I've never been in relation with in a BDSM relationship yet. Let me put a caveat on that. Yet. Um, I have a friend who's a dom. He's a very good friend of mine. And we have conversations about this all the time. About I ask him all kinds of manners of questions, y'all. Who is this? I'm about to make my Facebook profile private again because people just come on your stuff advertising for foolishness. So, um, I forgot what I was talking about, y'all. I honestly just lost my train of thought of what I was saying. What the hell was I talking about? Um, I I like an alpha. I love a good alpha, a good dominant alpha. Nobody sadistic, nobody masochistic. But did I check Mario's new makeup release of the Beige Chronicles? Well, I mean, I understand that he's an amazing makeup artist, but everything looks beige to me. It just does. That's my baby. It just does. It just does. Now, I like the DS dynamic because, and somebody told me I have switch energy, which I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But my preference is to be submissive. It's just that's because who I am naturally as a person. I have been, um, like in my day to day, like in my work life, in my personal, how do you say all the time? How do you say the Caucasian palette? Yeah, I just listen. I'm sure it's lovely, but here's the thing: everything that he's done with that Kardashian woman be looking super Caucasian, light and dusty. So I really don't have as much of an interest in that. I don't think I'm their target audience. Um, I love a vibrant palette with good coloring in it. It doesn't always have to be like super bright for me to love it, but I like a saturation of color. And I feel like the palettes that I've seen collaborated with him and Kim have been like different colors of beige. That's all I see when I see the palettes that they produce. Is just like different variations on the same beige palette. Maybe there's a pop of blue, maybe there's a pop of purple, but yes, there are rules. There are tons and tons of rules, and all of your negotiations are done before anything happens. You just don't go blindly into a situation without people knowing what you will and will not participate. Was it Mario? I believe so. I believe so. Fire Spawn. It's basic. Let's be honest. People are only in his tail because he's associated with Kim. Well, no, he does other people's makeup besides Kim. He's most known for doing Kim's makeup, but he's a good makeup artist. It's just that the makeup palette so far that he has produced in collaboration with Kim Kardashian hasn't been anything that I felt moved to purchase and or look at and or check for. So there's that. Lady V, did I watch 50 Shades of Grey? Not only did I read the book first, I read the books first, and I watched the movies. I liked the story. That's not necessarily, it's a complete, that's fantasy. It has some elements of reality, but that's not really how that works. Because there are comments about submission being taken way too far. Way too far in what manner, Lady V? Books too, but I pictured different actors. Um, I didn't really have a picture in my mind of the actors. Normally, the way my imagination works, I am always the heroine in whatever book I'm reading. So when movies become books, the actors are never going to look like me. So I'm never like, oh my God, that's not why I never pictured her to look like that. Even this dude is a controversial guy, but I like his new lipstick, the Jefferson. Yeah, I'm not a huge lipstick person, as you can tell, because I'm a new lipstick girl. So the lipstick launch hasn't moved the needle for me one way or the other. I'm still contemplating on that new palette. And what's the one that just not the nude one and the cremated one? Like, I'm still contemplating. You said I wanted Matt Bonner as Christian Grey, but they didn't want him because he was gay. I have no idea who that person is, so I couldn't even comment one way or the other. So I don't know who Christian Boomer. I don't know. When folks think submission means you do anything and everything another person says, there's different levels of submission and how far you are willing to, but you negotiate all of that beforehand. Like, there are people who are perfectly fine with wearing leashes, who will sit, but there's DS situations and then there's MS situations. MS situations is where the submission takes a whole different level of giving up control to that particular person. Um, so it just depends on. Well, there's levels. There's levels to all of it. Now, I am not into MS, which is master slave, is the master slave dynamic. And that's the one where, they, where you do any and everything, like you sit in a rest position, all that good stuff. I think, well, no, but BDSM, y'all, okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about pain. That's just it. The dynamic is not always about pain and causing pain and all that stuff. That's being a sadomasochist. That's just another version of BDSM. That's not, because I am into DS, but I'm not into pain. Like there can be like some light spanking, maybe a little light choking, but nothing that will leave any permanent marks on my person. But I'm just not into it. That's not my kink. That particular situation is just not, that's not for me, me. Mm-mm. Just give me a second while I look for my brow pencil, which is sitting right here in front of my face. Hold on. Okay. I recently saw 2 photos of folks on leashes in the grocery store. No, they're not looking for attention because they would do it if nobody saw them. That's not what that is. And that is a part of their dynamic. And apparently their dynamic runs 24/7. And what Mr. Udy says, some people's kink is humiliating, is humiliating people. That's not my kink. And I would not be with a dom whose kink was seeing me humiliated. So there is that. And not everybody's their dynamic doesn't run 24 hours a day. Some people's dynamic only takes place in the bedroom. Once we leave that location, then it's a normal, we're equals situation. Oh yeah, it can be jarring to anybody who's not in the lifestyle, who's not knowledgeable, or not even in the lifestyle, who's not knowledgeable about the lifestyle and have no idea what's happening. And you just a vanilla person minding your business, and then you see a person on a leash and you're like, what is happening? That's just not what it is. That's just not what it is. You have to, first of all, it's hey Joshua, you have to know your own limits. Right. Some people are into domination. And yeah, and okay, well, it can be corny to you. Everything is not for everybody. But what you don't do is you don't yuck someone else's yum. So just because you don't particularly like it doesn't mean that you get to bash it or um, be like, oh, that's so corny. No, it's not corny. This is just something that you're not into, and then you move on and mind your damn business. It's very easy. If it's not something that you want to participate in, or it's not something that um, floats your boat, then you move on and mind your goddamn business. That's how that works. That leash things makes me wonder how many people got the cops called on them for kidnap, sex trafficking, and had to tell the cops they were into BDSM. Well, I don't think it's a whole lot. It's for old white women. No, because that's not true either. Joshua, how about you just not? Okay, darling. How about you just not? How about this? Never been in any type of scene, any type of DSMS, any type of BDSM situation with a white person. So how does that work then? Hmm? Riddle me that, Batman. Been in them with plenty of black men, not nary a white man. Have I been in a DSMS, any type of situation with? That's not what it's for. And if you're uninformed, just say that and ask questions. Don't come in here shitting on people's stuff. It's disrespectful. Now, I like you, and I don't want to have to block you. Mind how you come into people's spaces and talk about things that you are uninformed on. Because everybody is not as nice as me. And Mr. Udy, regular sex is not corny to me. I like regular sex too. I like it all. Doesn't matter that you're not saying me, darling. You don't just it that may be true for some people, but it's not true for all people, including white people. Just like we're not a mono, just like black people aren't a monolith, and we're not all the same, and we don't like all the same things, and we don't do all the same things. White people are the same way. Not everybody goes into it for the same reasons. It's fine. It's fine, Joshua. Everybody doesn't always need to know everything that I'm into because not everything is everyone's business. But I felt like having a conversation about it. Hello? Which is why my hashtags are the way they are. I don't kink shame anybody for what they want to do in the bedroom. It's just your personal opinion. Okay. But just be aware in how you state your personal opinion because your personal opinion can come off as offensive and like it's kink shaming because that's what that sounded like as soon as you came in. That's how people become deviant because people like to judge what you like. I don't judge what anyone likes. What you like is what you like. Unless it has something to do with children. And then I want you to go to jail. Okay. Yes, I do. Otherwise, I would not Be discussing it today and or participate in it when I get the chance. And you have to understand BDSM um, comes in different flavors and different variations and different levels. So it's not just one thing. So what you think, what your idea of what BDSM is, may not be what I participate in or what I like. Not choke on it. Jesus, Mr. Udy. Mr. Udy killing the folk. Mr. Udy is killing the people, Jesus. Not choke on a chicken bone, God. Not choke on a chicken bone. And you don't do it. And speaking of people who do it, no. Nope. If I didn't do it and or enjoy it and or participate in it, it probably would have never come up in my conversation. Not in a topic like that. Not that I have initiated. I don't do that type of thing. All right, you guys, let's dabble. Let's dabble. So, I'm gonna start with this color Toasty, which is this brown color. I hair in my mouth, Jesus. That brown color. My mole under my eye is doing the most today. I feel like she is super prominent. Okay, this is a good start. Mm-hmm. It's just a think of BDSM as the umbrella in being a dominatrix or domineering or something like that as one piece underneath the one person underneath the umbrella. It's just different levels. It's just different levels. Yeah, because there's some people that get off on being dominated and humiliated. That's not my kink, so I tend to mind my business. I'm not doing any of that. Let's see. Dark color. Let's see. But Joshua, I think there's a lot that you don't know. You only see like the surface things. So have a. That doesn't smell good. Because there's sadomasochism, which is people who are into like pain and humiliating. Hey, Real Hot Boys of Houston. Um, that are into pain and humiliating people. And then there are some people who prefer um, a less intense form of dominant, submissive situations. So it just depends on what you're into, what gets you off, what you are and are not willing to do. All of that is negotiated with whoever your partner is, and you negotiate up front what your heart's. Do I initiate it into my relationships? Well, it depends on. Um, well, it takes a lot for me to even get to that point, Joshua. So I haven't been with at that point with anyone in a good long while. Um, I don't need it to, survive. I would prefer to have that type of relationship with my partner, but it takes a lot for me to trust you with that particular side of me. Now, I will, like at the beginning stages, I will talk to whoever is potentially, I see it could go somewhere, and see how what they're down for, what they're willing to do. Have they ever been in such a situation? It's all about negotiating and talking and seeing where people's comfort levels are. I read Ted Bundy was into BDSM thing, but it was very sick, deviant behavior. So where is the line between a person who is kinky and a person who is deviant? That is on a person by person basis. It really is. Which is why there has to be a lot of talking, and these type of relationships take extremes amount of trust. Because I have to trust that I can tell you what my hard stops are, and then give up control, knowing that you know what my hard stops are and you won't take me to where my hard stops are. And just because one serial killer was into BDSM doesn't mean that they're synonymous one on one. I know pastors who are into BDSM. I know mailmen who are into BDSM. And once again, BDSM doesn't have to be the extreme person is walking around with a dog on a dog leash type of situation. It doesn't have to be that. That's an extreme form of it. I think you're the type to have a whip in your hand and whipping your man while he's in handcuffs. Okay. Because you are late to the party, Joshua, and I guess you missed this part, where I said I am submissive by nature. I am not whipping anybody. I'm, again, not into sadomasochism. I'm not into pain. I'm not into causing pain. I'm not into receiving an overt amount of pain. That's not what this is. At least that's not what it is for me. I don't mind a handprint here or there. I don't mind a small bit of bruising if it's done in the right situation. But whipping and paddling and all of that stuff, no thank you, return to sender. I don't want it. That's not my kink. And it's definitely not my kink to dominate anyone either. I have to be strong, dominant woman every day of my life. That's not what I'm looking for. I really need y'all to know that that's not all BDSM is. It's not all whips and chains and oh child. So okay. Okay. All right. This is an eyebrow pencil. That's not what I need. It's not what I asked for. How come when I'm not looking for it, I can't never find it? Oh no, that's electric blue. It's not what I'm looking for. Hold on, I'm gonna read your comment in 1 second. Would it bother you if your man wanted to be submissive in bed? Submissive in what way? Why? Why? I've had submissive men in my bed before. Um, I mean, it wasn't a problem, but it's just not what I prefer. I think most black women don't want their men to explore new things without labeling them gay. Um, not necessarily. There's a but my suggestion to women who have men who like not the typical out of the box stuff, keep it to yourself. Because if you like to share too much information, um, Scotty, what did you just say? Child, people is in their feelings, girl. Yes, it can be stereotyped as gay because there are men who like women to fuck them with strap-ons, eat their asses. To me, it's not that gay if they want a woman to do it. Right. You are gay if you want to not only have sexual relations, but have emotional attachments to men. That is what being gay is. Is that you are attracted to and are emotionally attached to someone of the same gender. If you want to have kinky sex with someone of the opposite gender, you're not gay. That's not how gay works. Okay, just listen. Don't get me started. I got to do a little cleanup because I went a little crazy right here around the perimeter of my eye. Went a little crazy. Not so much on this side, but on this side, I went a little. I went a little crazy. Some men like their prostate played with by women, not men. Mm. Well, I didn't label him gay. I don't check for 50 Cent because I think he's an asshole. So that's all I got. He's just an asshole. That's all I got. This is the best I'm gonna get out of this Caucasian palette. I don't know what else. This is it. This is what we're going with. It's a pretty light purpley lavender with a hint of pink on my inner corner because October. I used to think a woman eating at a man's ass was gay, but not anymore. How is that gay if it's a man and a woman? If she's eating another woman's ass, then it's gay. But if she's eating a man, that's not how. I think if a man wants to dildo up his ass, he may be bisexual, or he likes having his prostate played with, and he has no desire for a man to do that to him. He wants a woman to do it. That's not how. It's not how gay works. It's just not. And I know a lot of I have a lot of people friends who are gay, and especially men who are under the mistaken impression that if, and I have a lot of straight friends who are under this mistaken impression as well, that, oh, if a man lets you do, if he lays a certain way, or if he allows a certain type of sexual play, that he's gay and he's not telling you, and all this other stuff. And in some cases that may be the God's honest truth in some cases, but in some cases it's just that's what he likes. And he is sexually and emotionally attracted to women. He just likes maybe he likes his prostate touched because it gives a more powerful orgasm. It just be's what it is sometimes. I mean, Jesus Christ. If y'all can have 17 different variations on the gay spectrum, hey Josh, hey Jaded Baby, on the gay spectrum, why can't there be different levels on the straight spectrum? Like, y'all don't own versatility. Not 57. You know what? Jaded. You're so silly. I think if a man that is insecure about his sexuality, I think if a man is that insecure about his sexuality, that, what do you mean insecure? But a dildo is a fake dick, which a woman doesn't have. If you want a fake dick, you might as well want a real dick. Or they want something long enough to reach their prostrate, and maybe the woman's fingers aren't long enough to do so. But a real dick comes attached to a man, and that's not what they want. So I don't know. I don't know how to argue this particular point for you, Joshua. If they don't want a man, whether they like to be pegged with their wife in their bedroom, insecure, like he thinks anything adventurous in the bedroom is gay. Now those, yes, because that could be from trauma that they suffered. um, as a child. That could because they may be gay and haven't accepted it. And so, again, that comes that could be a lot of different things. That could be the way they were raised. It just could be a number of different situations. Okay. But yeah, that calling everything that's gay is so tired, delayed, and through. I just cannot. We're doing a super nude lip today because in honor of Mario and Kim Kardashian. My lips gonna be super nude today. Mm-hmm. Putting all of this lipstick on just to eat some cookies after I get off of this live. Yeah. This is how you know I'm a singer. Why is there a bottle of water? Well, I'm leave it in there because I have church tomorrow evening, Thursday night. So I might as well leave it in there. Why every time I go in here to get my lip gloss, there is a lemon glider in my hand. It's not what I came here for, sis. Sheesh. But a masculine man with a tilde up his ass. Okay. I was 15 seconds from saying, okay, I'm done, when I realized I don't have any lashes. I don't have lashes at first, so y'all was just gonna let me be out here with no lashes on. Y'all just gonna let me be out here with no lashes on. Ooh, y'all. Ugh. Ugh. Y'all just gonna let me be out here naked eyeball like a naked mole rat and everything. Ugh. I see how you did me. Well, I tell you what, niggas. It's just gonna let me be out here naked around the eyes and nobody was gonna say nothing. Nobody was gonna say nothing. Y'all just gonna let me in the live with no lashes on. Just incomplete like a mug. Wow. Wow, you guys. Wow. Well, I might need incomplete if I don't see the glue. Oh, here you go. Y'all just gonna have me out here naked around the eyeballs. Wow. Thank you, Pastor. I want to know about the steakhouse. Was the food worth it? Would you treat yourself to dinner again? That was very much a bucket list type of situation. The food, the meats. Okay, let me just tell you. So, first they brought some grilled chicken. The grilled chicken could have used some seasoning. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what Karen in the back on the grill, grilling this chicken with no salt, no Lowry's, no garlic pepper, no onion powder, no nothing on this chicken. That's what we gonna do. But then they brought out the sausage. The sausage was really good. Low fat pork sausage, really good, really good. They need to work on their sides. Those mashed potatoes were the silkiest, smooth. It was like a mashed potato puree. It wasn't like a thick, chunky, like my kind of mashed potatoes. Like it's like thick, hearty. There was like you put them in a blender and it was smooth as silk. They tasted good, but that consistency of what it was too thin to be soup, but not thick enough to be mashed potatoes. It was like a medium silk. It was weird. It was really weird. They need to up their side dish game. The meats are great, but the bar full of they had a like a buffet bar full of side dishes like rice and salad and stuff like that. Now you craving a Philly cheesesteak. Oh my god. Don't fault me, please. I go naked everywhere, never worn fake lashes. Okay, Lady V, I'll let you be. I won't blame you too bad. As you probably think, oh, I thought you were done, girl. Oh, no, you need to put a lash on. I want you to you see how the difference that I like feel like this corner though. Yes. Thank you. Um a lash makes a difference. But I really feel like hold on, let's do this first because there's way too much glue on here for me to do that. Then I'm gonna get out of my hair, dude. Okay, hold on. Better. Better. My lash placement kind of wonky. But they brought flank steak, and then they bought New York strip, and then they bought filet mignon, and then they bought prime rib, and then they brought leg of lamb, and then they brought grilled shrimp, grilled pineapple, grilled corn. It just kept coming, and like I had to flip my card over. I was like, wait, it's too many. Y'all bringing the meats too fast to where I haven't even that I three meats have come. I have barely tasted one, and here comes some more stuff. So like it's a lot. It is a whole lot. I enjoyed myself. My mama enjoyed herself. My stepdaddy enjoyed himself a whole lot. I'm gonna have to finesse this a little bit, but we're gonna work it out. Um, but we had a really good we had a honking good time. Okay. I don't remember to do this before I put the lashes on. Thank you, Lady V. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So yeah, we listen. We had a good time was had by all. They had a little step and repeat. I took like a gazillion pictures. Now I see there's a total disconnect for me because when you said steakhouse, I instantly thought hibachi grill. No, this was it's called Chima. It was a Brazilian steakhouse, and it's one of those places. See, when I put my hair down, then my lash immediately goes left because it gets weighed down by my hair on one end. So let's fix that. Okay. It's one of those places. It's a place where you have a little token on your place setting in front of you, and one side says no thank you in black, and the other flipped up is orange. It says yes please, and so when they start serving, you flip your token to yes please. So they'll come around and they'll tell you what it is that they have on their little thing, and then you say if your token says yes please, but they still ask, would you like X, Y, and Z? And they're like, I'm like, yes, please. And then they'll cut off. You have a little piece of tongs that if they can't just slide it off the thing onto your plate, and you need to hold it so it doesn't fall while they're cutting it, you get the tongs and they'll cut it off and you put it on your plate. But they just keep bringing different meats to the table until you're like, okay, I can't do it. It was fairly expensive. It's about $70 per person. Okay. But yeah, it was nice that wouldn't be personally what I would like. If I was going to a steakhouse, I would like a beautiful not T-bone, not prime rib, porterhouse maybe steak, something nice and juicy, medium rare, medium well, with just a slither of pink in the middle, with some grilled onions and mushrooms, some steak sauce, with a thick thing with some either grilled or fried shrimp, and a baked potato with butter and bacon and cheese and maybe some chives on top. Listen, a little salt and pepper. That gets me going. That is what I like. That's what I want. I get hyped for food. I just want a man to make me as excited to see him as I am excited when I know my food is coming to the table, and I get the little happy of my food. I want to feel that way about a man again, like that happy feeling when you know your food's coming, and you oh, my food is coming, bow 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 bow, ow 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 ow. Oh, because food is life, baby. Food is life. I don't even want to know what he just hit to the group chat. I feel like this is wonky as hell. You don't want to go to a hibachi? Listen, we love a hibachi grill. We love a PF Chang's. We love all of that. But yes, this is the look for today. I gotta go to the bank and the post office in about 20 minutes. We'll come back. Maybe I'll do like a late night Like, get unready with me while I take the makeup off, and we'll have some more BDSM talk. I'll figure it out one evening. But that is all I got for today. I got a scram. Thank y'all for coming in and hanging out with me today. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of the things. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye. Y'all go get some hibachi. And we'll come back tomorrow and tell me how it was.